Next question. Yes.
Mark, it's for you. I love the concept of the 25 experiments per year, very sales 2.0. Could you talk about some of the other ones that you're running?
Oh, geez. Yeah, I mean, we haven't gone international yet, so that was one of them. You know, obviously an experiment we had to figure out, and we went, 25% of the leads we generate every month are international. So we had to dip our toe there. The first rep obviously did go quite well because they're basically cherry picking, and we've added 2 more reps since. We hadn't really sold the e-commerce folks before. We were mostly for B2B, so we started an experiment there. Trying to think. Oh, partners is a big deal, right? So 25% of the leads we get want to partner with us. So we're getting literally 3,000-4,000 different companies every month that want to partner with us. We just happen to sell in a space. I mean, this lead gen and marketing and SEO and web design space, there's tons of fragmented companies all over the place. They all have a few hundred potential customers for us. So we're starting to test that. We actually have 5 salespeople in there now, and that brings a lot of opportunity, but it brings, a lot of you have probably started VAR programs before. It brings a lot of challenges around channel conflict and commission structures and incentive plans, et cetera. So those are a sampling of the tests we're doing.
I have 3 questions. The first one is, how much does this cost on a per contact basis?
It's free.
Now, number 2, does it work with other CRM systems other than Salesforce.com? And number 3, when somebody sees the incoming call, what do they actually see on their caller ID?
I'm a quasi-reseller for this because I like it so much. So basically, to answer your questions, in reverse. What do you see? You have a choice of designating your caller ID or rotating it. I personally tell my people to do different things. Same way we work during the day. They rotate caller IDs and block them and then free them up. What was the second one in reverse? I got the first one, but I'm going to get to that. I'll answer the first one. Oh, Salesforce does work with other CRMs. The Salesforce integration is, in my eyes, it's the most integrated, but it does work with any CRM by
Excel.
export. So yeah, that's what export to Excel with a CSV, and basically upload your list that way. And then pricing, and the guys from ConnectAndSell are probably going to go, oh, what's Mike going to say? But list pricing, you pay by the hour. Okay, so you ask for price per connect. You pay by the hour, and the pricing is $275 an hour. So you figure you're getting 5 to 10 connects an hour. You're probably averaging somewhere between $27, $50 per connect. In my experience, we actually go on the upper end of the connects. In fact, one of my guys, I think, holds the record with 24 connects in an hour. It was pretty tough session.
Short conversations.
Yeah, very.
I'm just curious to know what type of an IT investment is needed to integrate it to Salesforce.
None. It's a SaaS environment. You download the application, so you do need admin rights to install it on a PC, but after that, it's just uploading lists. Most people can build their own reports. If not, a Salesforce admin would build the report.
So let's summarize with a couple of minutes. Let's start with Brian. If you had the choice to talk about one thing that has changed for the better in your company because of ConnectAndSell, what would it be? And if there's one thing that you think was a downside, what would it be, or what is it?
Oh, good one. The thing that's changed for the better, I think, is that we have to be focused on our list hygiene, the quality data inside the CRM. If you don't have it, it's like the wheels come off the whole machine, and you really feel it, like when I called the same guy 3 times in a row in an hour. So that's been really great. It really dialed that in. I think, and the other good thing is that it's taken our good people and given them some great tools, and as Polly said this morning, it's given them time back, which is their most valuable currency, and so that's good. Right. What was the other question? A downside?
Right.
Gosh.
Well, let me riff on what you have said. Is I think the best analogy to use for ConnectAndSell, it's almost like stepping up from a Toyota to a Lamborghini and drive, instead of 40, 50 miles an hour, drive 120, 150 miles an hour. And as you know, anybody who has ever been on a racetrack, speed makes you a much better driver, because you need to look farther ahead, and you need to make decisions on when to turn much sooner, and you need to be adaptive much faster, or you're not going to survive. And I think it's the same is true with technology. And when you look at the traffic statistic, actually, the slower drivers cause more accidents than the faster drivers, because the faster drivers are more skilled. And I think in your situation, you were able to create a better sales force with a tool that accelerates the sales process. Mike, same question. What has changed for the better in your company, and what was the payoff?
From a business metrics perspective, it was the ability to accommodate the growth we were going through. We couldn't hire people fast enough. We couldn't fire some people fast enough. We couldn't, catch up to the growth. And we were leaving revenue on the table every month. And so by doing this, we're able to get back that revenue. And there may have been some diminishing margin in the equation, but as you grow, that happens with any company. You start to see a tighter number. But it was kind of a 2-year-ago savior. It turned us around.
Right.
And to compete in this industry, you need to be competitive, you need to be tight, and you need to be kind of thinking out of the box, which is what Sales 2.0 is all about.
And how do you see yourself competing against other companies that are in the same field as you are, and how have they done in that recession in the last 2 years?
I can't speak for everybody, but I do know that several companies that I'm friends with that are in the business have been kind of level, struggled a little bit. But one good thing about an economy like this, it's kind of like candy. When times are tough, companies tend to outsource.
Right.
So we've actually benefited by the change.
Downside?
Downside, you got to really keep your finger on the pulse. Some reps aren't good at it. They just don't perform well. Some clients, in our case, we have different pitches. You guys may have different products that you're pitching, don't perform well. And your tasks. If you put somebody on the phone that wants to sell for 10 minutes every time he connects, he'll get 2 an hour. So make it a task that you can achieve.
Right.
A meeting, a lead, qual, whatever.
Mark, you have 20 seconds left.
Same question?
Same question.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest upside, I don't think we've felt it yet. We've just started that basic test. I think we'll know a lot more in 6 months. But the upside potential for us is really just market share capture. It's critical in SaaS. We've studied the Salesforce.coms, the Constant Contacts of the world. They had significant competition, and it was sort of a winner-take-all marketplace. Look outside. We've got Marketo and all this competition coming at us. We're fortunate to have the most customer base so far in that growth. And if we can figure this out and it be our next tier of accelerated growth, it'll increase our likelihood to be that big winner. The downside is, I think we just have to, it's that trade-off between a controlled rollout and just getting out there fast and taking chances. Right. We're not really sure. We use it on the cream of the crop of the leads right now, and we'll have to expand that to more and more leads, and who knows how the economics will change.
Well, I want to share my experience, which is I always believe in speed, that speed is your friend. I think the downside is maybe that you become too transactional, but if you feel that, you need to improve the message, and then you can nail it back to being relational and build a better customer connection. I want to thank everybody. Thank you very much. Great job.